Hello everyone, we're going to be playing some bughouse. Probably won't stream very long tonight, but stream at least an hour. Go from there. I'll jump on the random pool to start off. If anyone wants to partner me, let me know. Still feel pretty overrated, but should lose points quickly in the random pool. See how it goes. Protect in the center pawn. Actually, I want to pin this knight, and then put my knight out there for some trades. If he moves his knight, I'll just take it. Okay, never moved on the other board. That's an abort. So for those not familiar, I'm playing bughouse all night long. Bughouse is a chess variant played by 4 players in teams of 2. Whenever you capture a piece, you hand it to your partner. Make a normal chess move, or take any of the pieces in reserve that your partner has handed you. Place one on any empty square as a move. Checkmate or flag on either board ends the game. Play on chess.com. I think this is the same guy I was playing before when it was aborted. Alright. You could go there. Alright, this wins me the queen. He walks up, I have knight here. Win the rook, get a bunch of double checks. Well, maybe not double checks, but also looking at this. I could even do this right now, but maybe he can get away. This should win the rook and let me repeat. I'm going to put a bishop all the way back. And I think this leads to mate. Sacking a bishop. That was +1. Hey, Chessmaster. Only play bughouse? Yeah, pretty much. I used to play 4-player chess as well, but they screwed up that game. They changed a bunch of features to make it not nearly as good. I used to play some Puzzle Rush Puzzle Battle, but they made a change on the website where it doesn't work for me anymore. So right now it's just bughouse. Bughouse has always been my main shtick anyway. Plotkin, sure. Yeah, definitely let's partner up. Yeah, you want to talk on Discord or Skype, or how do you want to do it? Or not too much of a noob. Always an honor to play with you. Man, I want to sack, but I probably shouldn't. I definitely shouldn't, given my partner's queen is here. Either works. Alright. Okay, if I'm ever sitting, go find Plotkin. I just want to cover this square. Let's see. Oop, I found Plotkin on Skype. Alright, oh, he traded a bunch.
Hello.
Defends and attacks. How you doing, Plotkin?
I'm good. Should I go on video?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds fun. Actually, if you want to do video, then we should do Zoom. Let me send you a Zoom link after this.
Then go
This is my partner. Oh shoot, that knight mates my partner. Doesn't quite mate. I have to stall. But that is good timing because that gives me an opportunity. I'm telling him I'm giving a knight when I move. Alright, we gotta start a Zoom here.
No rush. Take your time. Oh, you and your partner are both sitting. This is interesting.
Well, I'm sitting because when I move, he's going to be mated. So it's up to him to to make a move.
Okay, fair enough. You're giving your opponents too much credit. They might not see it.
They definitely see it.
Okay, if you say so. Okay, he seems to be relatively safe-ish.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I should probably take this. Doesn't really matter how much time I'm down as long as he doesn't get mated. Alright, let's see how we go doing with that link. Okay. Yeah, so on Skype you can turn off your video because we won't be using the Skype video. But
Okay.
here's the Zoom link.
Okay, let me leave and then should we call from there?
Yeah, let's just do the Zoom.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow from Legally Blind Gamer. Really appreciate it. And we're gonna admit Plotkin. Let's update the stream title.
Hello.
Hey,
Stream.
how you doing? Okay. Oh, I also need to enable your video.
Oh, you won. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean,
You
of course.
gifted me a sub. What is going on? Am I
Yeah.
too close to my camera again?
Maybe. Hold on. Let me change your name here. Now your name's
Maybe you should show
Littleplotkin.
my-
We're all good. We're getting stuff done. We gotta update the stream title.
Okay. That should be better. There should be no big flare.
Nice. All right. Let's partner up. Are
is
you?
my camera good or no?
Yeah, it's fine.
It just looks like I'm so close, but it feels like I'm not that close.
Are you in live chess?
I am.
Okay. Can you try sending me a partnership, maybe?
I can.
Okay, nice. Accept.
Wow, that's a nice rating.
Yeah,
Very
I'm somewhat overrated.
No, you're good. I heard that you partnered some chess player and started smacking random people up. I appreciate that.
Yeah. We're doing
you
well.
can
Are we partnered or not?
No.
No, not yet. Okay.
You don't like me enough.
No, I'm trying to partner you. It's just like works so weird sometimes. God.
Good.
We'll make this work.
Sometimes you have to refresh. I know on chess.com if you refresh it'll work.
Yep. I'm trying to do that.
I can exit out and try to repartner you again.
I can do that. I can exit out and come back, I guess.
Okay. Do you have some mod powers on chess.com?
No. I could probably get mod powers if I wanted them, but I feel like I would just use it to smite my enemies. God, this is really weird. Are you in live? Or are you in play? Or where are you?
I'm in chess.com/live.
Okay. Yeah. Not sure what's going on. God, that's so weird. Wait, are we like not friends anymore? Just that kind of keeps getting rid of our friendship.
No, it showed me as you were a friend because that's how I added you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not showing me. It's not showing you in my friends list. It's weird. Hmm. I'm not sure what to do about this.
Maybe I can leave chess.com and I'll rejoin. Let me see. Maybe chess.com just has a conspiracy so that way we don't partner up.
It might have a conspiracy.
Okay, I offered you a chat and
wait, it looks like that's working. All right. Nice. Yeah, should we ask for ops in the
Yeah,
Discord or?
I did.
Oh,
I
nice,
did.
nice. Okay.
But maybe there's other discords.
Yeah, I mean that's the main one. Maybe we'll warm up a little in the random pool. I could go minus 400. See what we got.
Yeah.
I
Always
mean,
good.
minus 400 for me is now like 2,000. So,
Well, hopefully there's some. Are there any 2000s even in the pool?
I don't know.
No, I see some 1700 to 1500. Oh, 2000. KC plays chess, but he's just perfectly 2000. So even he wouldn't even fit.
Yeah, I should have strategically lost that last game. My
I
bad.
gotta say, I'm slightly offended, Chuck, that you haven't asked me to partner, but I had to beg on my knees because I know you don't like doing
I
that.
always want to partner you, Plotkin. So Plotkin,
Mhm.
are you doing any chess tournaments coming up?
I'm not. I played in Chicago actually just recently.
Oh, how did
Yeah.
Chicago go?
It went well. I won the Blitz tournament and I beat a very famous GM. In fact, you know this GM,
Nice. Who is the GM?
Varujan.
Say that again.
Varujan Akobian.
The name is familiar to me, but
Oh, you
I'm not.
know the famous story about him against Jaeger in the Blitz tournament where he got
Oh,
the.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 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 that's the GM. He was
Hmm.
actually a nice guy. We analyzed afterwards, and he's like a
But
2600.
are you going to Philly International this year?
I am not. I'm not. I'm actually working a lot this month in July, but then August I have off. Are you playing? Are you going to be visiting
I,
Philly
I'm,
International
I'm,
and
I'm, I won't go to Philly International unless there's like a bug player there, much like you. But I mean, World Open. A few people are staying at my house right now. I have SGS World 19. Um,
Swell
the
19
the
staying at your
Dominique
house?
Dominique Tyler might stay with me. I'm not sure. He's on the fence. And then, of course, Chicken will be playing. Uh, Chewy will be there.
Oh,
Um,
Chewy.
so and King Switcher is gonna come in for at least a day from New York City, and a few of the
Have you
other
seen him
laggers.
before?
Say that again.
Have you seen King Switcher before?
Yeah, I've hung out with him in New York City and also at the World Open last year, but I haven't like it's been a year.
And how was it a good time?
Yeah, yeah, it's always good to meet people in person.
Can you make it minus infinity? Is that
Oh
possible?
yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh,
Let's
that's a setting.
can the, what do you mean?
Like,
The-
I
the-
thought it only goes up to minus 400. I didn't know that it can go
no,
anywhere
it can go minus infinity to infinity. That's what I'm usually doing. Because I mean that's how I get like, you know, 900s and 1,000s a lot of the time.
partner to you. Yeah. You enjoy partnering 900s, right? Because you like feeding them moves and then getting angry with the
I,
fact that they're not answering back.
I I would much rather partner a decent player, but on the other hand, I would rather partner like a 1,000 on voice than partner a like a 2,000 not on voice. Like
That's
voice
fair.
is just really
Everything.
helpful to me.
Who's the weakest player that you partnered on with voice? Or lowest rated? The lowest rated. Who's the lowest rated?
I think I've partnered like a 100 before, so
All
I
right.
mean I've gone
Isn't
pretty
that the
low.
bare minimum? That's
Yes,
important.
yes. I
And
I I mean I partnered. There was one time I partnered a guy. He like jumped in my chat and he said, "Oh, let's partner. Let me try this bughouse out." And then he didn't listen to anything I said. And he kept he kept walking into mate like. So I was like begging. I was yelling like, "Play any move but this," and then he would play like the one move that mates him.
how would you react?
It was good content.
For you, did you enjoy it? Was
No,
it
not
fun?
no, not for me, but for the audience, it's good content.
Okay. So are you willing to sacrifice your enjoyment for the audience?
I mean, to an extent.
Like, at what point are you willing to go to 10?
I really hate losing, so like I can't stand losing for like a long time. I can't stand getting beaten up for like an hour, but I can I can lose a game here and there, and that's fine.
A game is fine.
Yes. I mean, a lot of people are like that. Honestly, like Kazum. Whenever I would partner him, like he would partner me until we lost like three in a row, and then he'd be just like, "Okay, I'm done." and that's like true every time I've partnered him.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I gotta say, it's interesting when you're forced to play a match with him. You can see how he deteriorates in interest or in effort as soon as some losses start piling up.
And less money's on the line. Yeah.
Even when there's money on the line.
Can you take that pawn? Knight takes pawn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it seemed pretty decent. So you
Okay.
can wait for. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine too.
You don't play as much buck these days as you did before. Is it because you're busy shorting the crypto market?
I'm actually uh, like I've never invested in the crypto market, but I'm actually teaching a course right now. That's a free night. I'm actually teaching a course right now in
Oh, really?
crypto.
Tell me about that. So, how is teaching? Where are you, like a professor full time, part
No,
time?
no, it's just an adjunct thing. It's just one class, but it's an interesting class. It's a course in blockchain finance. And honestly, it's not. I like I'm more of a grader than a teacher because like the course is all prepared for me, and the assignments just like kind of roll out. But it's still it's still interesting. It's fun to do. It's good to get at
Okay.
least some teaching experience.
You had
Just
made
because I've
19
been
so
it's been hard for me to get a job. So
it's hard. Yeah. Is it because of the pandemic in part too?
that's more because people hate me. But
Oh, wow.
we can pretend it's the pandemic.
Let's pretend it's the pandemic. I know, for teaching, it's actually the exact opposite because all the teachers are like retiring
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
no, there's definitely like a lot of openings, but like every time I go to an interview, like I stare at my phone and they don't call back. Hey, Apex Mobile, thank you so much for the follow.
You stare at your phone. Why would you stare at your phone?
No, I mean waiting for like a call back after an interview. I'll be like,
Oh,
this interview went okay, and then it's like crickets.
yeah. No, that's bizarre. I feel like if I was a guy, like I wouldn't just not call back. I would want to say thank you, but we reject
So
you. Or
so yeah, I've had like a few interviews where like at the end of the interview, like they tell me the process, like like if you're picked, they're like, oh yeah, like in a week we're gonna make our decision, and then we'll call the person we pick, and that person will be all good. And then my response is always like, what if I'm not picked? Like, are you gonna contact me, or are you just gonna leave me hanging? And they're always like flabbergasted at that question. They're always like, no one's ever asked what happens if you're not picked. But like that's what I'm concerned about. Like if I'm picked, if I'm picked, who cares? Like they'll get
we,
to me somehow. But
the props don't care about the losers. They only want to pick up the winners.
yeah, exactly.
How many people do you think apply for these jobs?
I've heard like some crazy numbers. Like I've applied for jobs and I've got like rejection letters where they're like, "We're sorry, 300 people applied." So like, it's very competitive. And like the ones I get interviews for, the ones I get interviews for, it's like 200 people applied, and I'll be like one of 20 people they interview. I'll think the interview went really well, but then turns out not so much.
Yeah, it's hard to be the one of 20.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds are just not in your favor.
Yep.
Like
We're
my
talking
sister,
about dates or jobs. I mean, it applies for both, except that I wouldn't ever get to the interview
both.
stage for a date. Job, at least I get to the interview stage.
Man, this is getting depressing fast.
This is where you go to all your depressing needs. That's what my stream is for.
For your depressing needs?
No, for my viewers, depressing needs.
Oh, okay.
I
So when
guess I
they're
should protect
depressing,
this.
listen, tune into Chuck Moulton.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
man,
It's like it could be worse thing.
what is this like weird positivity almost? Like it could be worse. So tell us your worst stories.
Oh, you guys just giving free pawns. That's helpful.
Wait, my guy or your guy?
I mean, a little of both, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade queens. Is that okay? I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
some
sure,
people
sure.
make queen trades.
Yeah, it's fine. Free.
I'm gonna blunder my queen. Can you give me a knight, or is that impossible?
Um, I can
Night
try.
mate.
Yeah, no, I'll go for the night. We're up a ton of time, so it should
Two
happen.
rooks mate.
A rook's mate? Okay,
Two
well,
rooks, two rooks, two rooks.
oh, okay. Well, there's the first one.
Queen
So
mates,
okay.
knight mates.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
it's a rook.
will. We'll work on all of these things.
So
Probably
knight.
wasn't the best because he has a knight check. But
That's actually good because he drops another knight.
oh yeah, he has another knight on the board for me to target. That was just this five headed me.
I just watched the Tom Cruise movie, Top Gun Maverick. It
Okay,
was amazing.
nice.
I know you're. Are you still worried about COVID?
I got COVID a few weeks ago. So I went to the Libertarian National Convention,
Of
and
course, nobody wore a mask.
the I would say, like, I want to say half the others tonight. I want to say half the people don't believe COVID exists, but that would be like an understatement. It was much more than half. So like
Wait. What do you
so
mean they
so
don't
like
believe it
the
exists?
people wearing a mask, like I wore a mask the whole time, and in like a convention of 1,000 people, I was probably one of like 30 people wearing a mask, something like
Wait.
that.
What do you mean? Okay, that's not surprising. What surprised me is that you said they believe COVID doesn't exist. Don't they know people that got it? What do they believe about that?
Well, I've heard all sorts of different theories, but I mean, a lot of them think that COVID is like the same as getting like the flu or the common cold. They think it's not a big deal. So it's not that they think that it doesn't exist. Just they don't understand why people are worried about it.
Right. Right. No, okay, fair enough. That position I can respect more than COVID doesn't exist because
I mean,
I don't
there's
understand.
also people who think COVID doesn't exist, but that is a less popular opinion.
Yeah, I can't respect that opinion. I can respect people that don't believe it's that they're in harm's way and that it's not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I was scared of it until April 2020, and then I was no longer scared of it.
Until you got the vaccine, basically.
April 2020. That's 1 month after it hit. That's 2 weeks after it hit Canada. No, 2020, not 2021.
Oh, okay.
2020.
So what made you not scared of it?
When I learned that nobody my age dies of it.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's true. It definitely
I thought that it was
but
going to be
it
like the Spanish
definitely
flu.
hurts older people a lot more. Yeah, honestly, I was never scared of it for myself, but uh like I was scared of giving it to my mother. I was scared of giving it to my brother or my sister-in-law, because I mean, my mom is old. My brother and my sister-in-law are both overweight, so they are definitely, and not only that, but my brother had like asthma for years. Like they're definitely
Risk.
groups that are more at risk, that have comorbidities.
Yeah. No, but I got the vaccine. I got 3 doses. It wasn't that I was pro-vaccine. I was pro-free, having freedom to go places.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
and our and I remember I had to quarantine in 2020 before vaccines, and it was annoying. I mean, I didn't really quarantine, but it was annoying that I had to call a guy who's checking up on me like every 2 days, being like, "Are you quarantining?" I'm like, "Yes," and then that was basically where the conversation ended.
Hmm. Yeah, I got the vaccine like as soon as I could, and it took me a while to be kind of eligible because I was not in a dangerous class.
Right, but
Um,
they gave it out in America way earlier than they gave it out in my third world
yeah,
country.
yeah, I understand.
Mates. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Has anyone answered? Oh,
Yeah.
not yet.
Maybe you can
I'll put
ask in
another
the
ops in there.
Jarl forum. The Jarl.
I could. I don't really participate in that one that much, but I am in it. Are you not in that one?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go find it. Uh, get your book fix. Beaconchess.com. I'll say ops for me and Plotkin. Okay.
You're good. It's equal time, even though you were typing for like 20 seconds.
Yep.
Isn't that's the main benefit of us partnering is we're rarely down on time.
Yeah, I don't think time is as important as a lot of people do, but
Well,
yeah,
of course,
it's
you would say
helpful
that.
to.
You're so biased.
I'm super biased. Yeah.
I mean, why is time not important? You can't win if you're down on time.
I don't know about that. If we're trading queens, looks like
Please.
it's okay for you.
It's just okay.
Um, I mean, in bughouse, my general philosophy is as long as you're safe on both boards, doesn't matter that much if you're
Pawn mates.
down. Oh shoot.
Just pawn. I'm not
Just
giving
pawn.
anything.
Just
Yeah.
pawn. Okay. So a bishop doesn't mate.
Bishop mates.
Okay, there's a bishop. Do you
I'm
want the
giving a
pawn
queen.
too? Yeah, you
It
can give
doesn't
anything.
matter.
That's fine.
I
Okay,
mean,
nice
you could
job.
be not losing, but if you're down on time on one side, you could be chessed. Remember how
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
no. I mean, you could be chessed, but I mean, in general, I'm also up pieces because I play solid and I don't sack it. So if you're up pieces and you're winning on both boards, then time doesn't matter so much because if you have to chess, like you have a winning position. So
right.
chessing isn't that hard.
Chuck, how do you feel about the fact that we played like 5 games, won all of them, and we've gained 0 points?
That's kind of expected. Oh, I see we had this talk about Saxon. My partner immediately sacked.
But I'm not
But
sitting there.
but yeah, that's true. You're not sitting and you're not like begging for peace.
I've
So
never
that's
done that. Yeah. And
yeah.
what are you saying sacking? I'm up material right now. Did you notice he just gave me all his pieces?
That was awfully nice of him.
It was. Okay, looks like these pieces won't hurt you,
And they will not.
even though you're playing with the black pieces. I wonder what you'll do next. Probably rook h1. I can imagine.
You're trying to like guess the move. Maybe we want to see Flock and chess a little bit.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm threatening mate in one. I bet you he's gonna allow. I'm gonna pre-move it just for Chuck.
Here's a queen, if that would help.
It's gonna happen. It didn't happen. Okay, I guess I win. Chuck, guess what happened this week? That's what Chess Rookie 930 asked.
Chess Rookie usually tells me about his like amazing chess wins. So I assume he's gonna tell me he played in like a quad and he crushed everyone.
A quad? What's a quad?
A quad is like a tournament of like 4 people where they play like round robin or double round robin.
Okay. I know what quad means. I just don't know a quad tournament. I've never heard of quad being used in chess.
Oh, I thought that was common. Like maybe that's a U.S. thing. Like in the U.S., like in clubs especially, like if you had a university chess club, you'd have someone who has like a USCFTD, and they would just be like, okay, I'll just create a quad and everyone can play.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Got 2100 plus USDF. Oh, nice. In USDF is 2200 what it takes for national master, or do you also need norms?
I believe so. I believe
Is it
so.
just the rating, or is it norms too?
I believe it's just the rating because I
Okay.
got it and I barely played in America.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, so was your NM title from the US rather than from Canada?
I've never applied for any title ever in my life.
Okay.
I've just been given them. So the Canadian Chess Federation will not give you NM if you don't ask. And I remember it was stupid. Like my CFC, which is pretty equivalent to the USCF version, was like 2400, and my FIDE was like 2250. And everyone's like, "Mark, you have no title." I'm like, "Okay, so much." They're like, it's like I am me, I am bunch a few NMs and then other people. I'm just like sandwiched between title players and like big tournaments. So like this doesn't look right. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Eventually I became FIDE master. I didn't apply for it. The Canadian Chess Federation paid for it to FIDE, and then same with IM. In fact, I got messaged a bunch like, I was like, you know what? We could like do this later. They're like, no. Let's give you this title now. I was like, I'm in no rush to get it. They're like, no. We're gonna figure it out. I'm like, okay. So in America, I think you need to pay for all your titles other than GM. The American Federation pays for the GM title.
Hmm.
The FIDE. So once you get a title, FIDE still wants the money, so they ask for payment. Although you could reject any title. Although I've never heard anyone saying, you know what, I worked really hard for GM, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe it's just because I'm not hurting for money, but I would just pay the fee.
Yeah, of
I
course.
wouldn't let a fee hold me back from getting a title that I'd worked hard for.
Right. And so that's the logic with people that got CM in Canada. Like for CM and FM, you need to pay yourself. And so they will, CM rather, not FM. FM, as I said, they'll pay. Oh, I had made if I got the queen. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I was gonna get you the queen, but you were crushing no matter what.
Thank you.
So you've been busy with teaching chess then, or
I
what have
have
you?
been, yeah, absolutely. I played in a few tournaments in May. Got a few weeks off in May to play
And
some
do
events.
you have a business where like other people teach, or is it just you doing all the teaching?
It's a great question. So I work for a company, and then I do that probably 50% of the time. And the other 50% are just privates that I get either from chess.com or another website that I think I'm not allowed to contractually say on this
You
stream.
can say whatever website you want. But are you, and are they online lessons or are they in person
They
lessons?
are,
Okay.
I'll tell you this. I mean, maybe some of my listen, if any of my students are watching, it makes it funny. But I used to hold the opinion of, look, if you teach in person, it's not going to be as good because the retention rate of the content is going to be much lower. That was my initial view. But then as I started I was forced to do online. I had a few online students before the pandemic, but I was basically forced to do it because of the pandemic, obviously. And
Can I trade
I
queens?
realized, yeah, please. I realized that it doesn't matter how low the retention rate is because they could just consistently review the material. If I teach you in person, you can't review it unless you record the content. You can't look at it anymore again. And I encourage all my students now to just look at the material after class at least 1 or 2 times.
Oh, so it's recorded, you're saying?
No, so on the website that shall not be named, I create studies and they could just review them. So I put in all
Oh,
the
okay, I see.
in there and saved. So I don't know how chess.com does it. I don't use the chess.com format because it's difficult to navigate. And most of my students I get from this other unnamed website that I'm
You can
forgetting the
name
name.
the website.
I forgot the name. Got the name.
Okay.
It's slipping my mind. It's like it's just off the tongue. It'll come to me. Oh, I think I know it, but I forgot actually. Never mind. Still forgot. And so in 2021, after I got my vaccine and after my student got the vaccine, he was like, hey, why don't you come and teach my kid? And I was teaching him every other week. He's like, why don't you teach him every week? But you need to drive up to our house. And I said, okay.
Yeah, I've heard Kazem talk about that type of thing. Where Kazem mentioned that when he had students in person, like you were getting paid for the time you were teaching the student, not the time you were driving back and forth.
Exactly.
So it'd be he would drive like 2 hours to teach for an hour, and it would kind of lower his rate per hour.
Exactly. So in the beginning, so before I even had a car, I was teaching at
I think
schools.
you're probably right, Happy Pedal. But yeah, go ahead.
Probably Happy Pedal, probably, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's that website, but I'm forgetting. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Maybe
Yeah,
after the
chess.com
stream.
has the recently is in the past like 6 months they created something called like a classroom, which
I know
is supposed to try to compete with that.
it
But
hasn't, from my
yeah, no,
understanding.
I understand that they still haven't quite got up to that level. There's some things chess.com is better at, and there's some things
Sure.
that they're
No,
worse
no.
at, but they have hopefully they will constantly be improving.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's not like a knock against them. If their studies were better, I would go to chess.com. It's just their format is less convenient, and so I don't use them. So Cosm's absolutely right. So as I said, in 2021, I was offered to, and it would take me, if there was no traffic, like if it was driving at this time of night, like 1:34 in the morning, it'd take me half an hour to get there, half an hour to get back. And there's always traffic one way. So it'd probably be an hour there, half an hour back. And I told him, look, like, are you going to pay me for the time I drive or no? If you're not going to, then it doesn't make sense for me. And I said, it'd be ridiculous for me to assume that you would. So we can't do that. Eventually, I had to drop this thing because the parent was being problematic.
Hmm.
But I have no interest to teach back in person. A lot of the students I teach in group wanted to go back in person, but my online, especially because most of them are adults, they find it very convenient. You know, they do their work, they relax, and then I teach them in the evening. There's no pressure for them to drive anywhere to my house or that they have to open their doors to me. It's very common, convenient. They just boot up their laptop and it's there. So I think it's here to stay online, really. Online teaching should be here to stay.
Makes sense.
Sorry for going on a rant. I don't think you're
So how
500.
much do you have like a standard rate, or do you charge different rate for different students?
It's a good question. So I charge the same for privates. Now I have privates from like a year or two ago, and I charged less for them because my rates were lower back then.
Mm.
But for every incoming student, I have it at the rate I have now.
And how much if people wanted to hire a littleplotkin coach?
Wow. Okay, you're letting me advertise my services.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I appreciate that. So it's 65 American.
And for the folks who are watching the video who might not see my stream title, Plotkin is actually an international master, not a FIDE master. I mean, he's also a FIDE master.
I mean, I am. Well, actually, no. I think how it works is you no longer have the title.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I can't be accurately. It would be inaccurate to refer to me as I am. Just like the same it would be to refer to GMs as I am. So it wouldn't be insulting. It would be more inaccurate than insulting.
Oh.
Although the GMs would pretend to be insulting.
I know there was a while where you would play people on chess.com when you were still listed as an NM, even though you were even though you had the IM title and and you had the FM title on that other website.
Yeah.
And they would just be really confused why you were crushing all these GMs.
They accuse me of cheating all the time. Confused is a light way of putting it.
Yeah, you had to get a few public apologies from people.
Yeah, a few. Yeah, two I had to get from, and they will not. I will not mention their names, but they are streamers. That's why. If they weren't anyone known, then it wouldn't matter. It's just like I didn't want to be libeled against when you have like a big audience. It can be damaging to people's interpretation of who I am. Okay, these are like good ops. Finally, semi-good ops. You're getting attacked, which makes the game a little bit more interesting. I hate it when we're just both winning. It's so boring.
Yep, very boring.
You like being attacked, Chuck? His knight on h7 is kind of fascinating. It's both defending your king and attacking your king at the same time because he can't drop a pawn there. He'd love to drop a pawn on h7.
Yep, I bet he would. Okay, we'll sack.
Okay. Can I sack my queen?
Sure.
I'll take that as a no. Just no pawns. Sit if you can.
Okay. When I go, I would like to trade queens, but we are up 10 seconds, so I'll wait till it's okay for you.
Well, I can castle. The problem is like two pawns mate me.
That does sound problematic.
Yeah. Chuck, it's crazy. You know, every time I tell myself I'm not going to tune into the news because I used to be a journalist, and then it's just become harder and harder. It just sucks me in. Although I've had a.
Have you ever thought about being like a chess journalist? Because like I see chess.com covering all these tournaments where they'll have people like interviewing, and they'll be like press conferences after some of the matches. Yeah, I felt like I just feel like Plotkin with his journalism degree from a top school, plus also with all this chess knowledge and a chess title, it would be a natural thing for you.
Yeah, thank you, Happy Pedal. Yeah, I mean, it's always good when people doubt me. I like having doubters. But then he adopted me after saying that statement, so I can't be too angry at him. But no, I would want to. I would want to collaborate with any website, even though.
I should have rematched this guy. Sorry about that.
I will forgive you. Just for the jumping. I don't think anyone wants to play against this, Chuck. Are they scared or what's the deal?
I don't know.
I think this is why we don't partner. When you partner with Wade, what's his rating? 2000?
Yeah, Wade has been missing in action for quite a while.
Okay, but that sounds like him. He's always in Ukraine for like half a year. Is he fighting in there or no?
No, I mean he was in Ukraine for like I don't know, like 4 years or so, maybe more, maybe 5 years, and then he got the heck out when all of this started.
Really?
Yep.
So
But
he's
but
got
I haven't heard from him in like in a year basically. Queen
that's
is
not true.
Queen
You
is Queen
definitely
is
have
bad, by the
streamed.
way.
You've streamed before. By the way, though, I just want to make it clear to everyone that's watching Chuck's video now and the VOD afterwards. The only reason why Chuck is streaming with me is because he has won a lot of money from me, and he doesn't want to. We couldn't figure out a way for me to pay him out. I mean, I'm happy to do it in any way, but Chuck was just like, no, no, no,
Oh,
no
hold
rush.
hold Queen, by the way.
I literally said, I'm willing to do it all lump sum right now. And Chuck's like, no, 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 no. So he just wants to rub in the pain even longer. So I'm like straddling the debt to him. And so I have to pay it back. And so I owe him at least 1,000 hours of streaming time. I wonder, what is the cash value of streaming with you?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Like, is it $1 an hour? 3,700 hours of streaming. I'm like,
Do I just go left?
you realize you could not go and we win, or you could take the knight and I win. Like every piece mates, every single piece,
Okay.
except for our
Yeah, I was also concerned about me not getting mated,
you
but
couldn't.
but yeah, you made it is a good result.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem with you paying me back was we couldn't figure out
The
like
payment, like what website to use.
yeah,
But we
but
still
it's
couldn't.
it's not a big deal. I know you're good for it
That's what you say. You know I'm good for it. Why? Why?
because
You're not
I've
both
known
of people.
because I've known
No.
you for years,
Yeah, fair enough.
and unlike some other friends of ours who known for
Yes,
years,
that's what I was thinking of when you said that. I was like, really? You're gonna trust me when you can't trust them? I mean, what is the difference? We're both the same.
you're not the same.
Oh man.
Let's just do this.
There's a video going viral of a grandma deadlifting 90 pounds. And then the comment says, "You will never catch me giving up a seat on the bus for her again."
That is wise. Is the free queen any good?
To you? I just took a free queen.
No, I understand. No, I just saw you like go into the tank when fish
Oh,
should
I
take
wasn't
queen or
looking at the
something.
screen at all, as you could have seen.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing like them hanging their queen and me being like, okay, what should we do?
I mean, sometimes I've gone into a tank sometimes when people hang their queen because sometimes they hang other pieces at the same time. I think last stream I had that where it was like, should I take his queen or should I take this free knight?
So you're kind of like the person that has a royal flush and then tanks for 10 minutes. And then you show the hand and then everybody just never wants to talk to you again.
Botez did that in a money tournament.
Where she took her time and where she had the best hand.
It was the last hand of the whole tournament, and
yeah.
Oh, I should have noticed my queen was hanging before attacking
And
his
their
queen.
queen was hanging.
And let me see.
Sit, I give you a rook. You won knight. Queen G1 knight G2, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things I could do.
You were saying Botez.
Yeah. So basically, it was the last hand of the night, and they were playing. She was playing against streamers for real money.
Excuse me, Ludwig, Mr. Beast,
right, exactly. And I think Saikuno was in the hand, sure. and Saikuno went all in, and Botez had like the Stone Cold Nuts, and the tournament like whoever finished with the most money at the end of the tournament got like a bonus prize too. So she was trying to think like, do I really need to take his, like, I think it was like at least 10 grand. He was like, do I?
Okay.
She was like, do I need to take this 10 grand, or can I just win without taking the 10 grand and not like take money from my friend?
Or should she try and be nice to him? Okay, and
And she ended up just folding the nuts,
what?
which honestly in poker you're just not allowed to do. like
Oh, because of
yeah, because yeah, then it looks like it's rigged. I mean, I think if you fold the nuts in poker and like someone calls you out, like I think you get like a penalty in a tournament or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, you've played a lot more poker than I have,
Who, me? I
but
don't play poker now.
oh, is it just blackjack you play? I know you've
No
been a,
comment. I will plead the Fourth Amendment
okay,
and the Third, but not the
okay.
Fifth.
Unreasonable search and seizure and quartering soldiers in your home makes sense. I had a friend who had like a Third Amendment case, and it's just so unusual. There's like very few Third Amendment cases.
I mean, how often does a Third or Fourth Amendment case
No,
come
Fourth
up?
Amendment comes up like a lot, like a heck of a lot. But Third Amendment is like
Oh,
unheard
search
of.
and seizures. Right.
Yeah, search and seizure is pretty common, but quartering soldiers in your home just never comes up. But here's the case. This was a friend of mine who lived in Alabama,
Oh, of
and
course, of all
and
places.
they took basically they were they seized his house and they were going to build a highway there. Um,
Ah, yes,
and
the eminent domain, right?
yeah, with eminent domain. Um, but instead of building the highway, um, they actually they actually used this house as a place that a bunch of the highway workers could live at while they were building the highway.
Okay.
And that's the so basically the Third Amendment has been interpreted not only to apply to soldiers but to apply to like
Government workers.
yeah, any type of government worker. And so like he took him to court and I think he won.
It's a really bizarre case.
Yeah.
No, but eminent domain is actually quite common in America more so than it is in Canada. Because usually, if enough people protest, we just give up. We're like, okay, we're not going to do it. Whereas in America, they're like, no, we're going to do it. Right? Does public opinion usually sway eminent domain from happening or no?
Um I mean,
Nothing I know.
sometimes it depends on the situation, I guess. Um, I'm not doing so hot here, by the way.
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I was singing a song for all your chat that was getting nice and warm. How's your lady doing?
My queen, she is running around. Let's
Isn't there
play
a
Knight at
song?
F5 though.
Yeah, you should do that. There's a song by Elton John about your queen. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Feel like a true survivor. You know that, yeah?
My
Feel like a little kid.
this is looking a little bit bad over here.
How about
Are you winning? I hope.
I am. Yes, sir. Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Because I am not winning.
Okay. Well, the good news is that I'm standing.
That is helpful.
Do you know that song by Elton John or no?
Not really.
Fair enough. It's a good song. I like it. I feel like an old soul. I like a lot of old music.
Ooh. I think I'm. Am I made? No, I can take that. Queen, okay.
No, it will be though.
Okay.
Soon.
Let me know when it is.
When he moves, and it's not a check. Actually, when he moves, you just give it. It doesn't matter what he does.
Okay.
Actually, maybe not. I think I can chess him.
Okay.
I
I mean, when
want
after I play Queen takes Bishop, I'm also gonna be able to get you a queen.
Understand.
Mm, I think I should
But
do it. You're safe now, right?
I am.
If I'm not going to give like a knight. Well, I'll sit
Then we
before a
don't have
knight.
any
Or
more.
actually, bishop covers anyway. I guess we're fine. Okay, so
You can
maybe I
still
should sit
sit.
here. I mean, I guess I could take the knight and then take the queen.
You could, but I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Chuck, I'm thinking about traveling to East Coast in August. Any tips for where I should go? Like, I want to go to not like big cities. Don't say New York, New York.
I was going to say
Maybe Boston.
Philadelphia. Philly is the
Okay.
place to be.
How far is Philadelphia from like New Hampshire?
Um, well, to get to New Hampshire from Philadelphia, you would have to go through New
You
York
can go.
City and then through Boston.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So you're not close. Take the night.
No.
Take the night.
Sure. Nice job. We're getting +1. Maybe I'll offer a rematch.
We'll adopt these boys. Man, every time you mention Wade, I'd always bring up Roe v. Wade, but now it feels like that's outdated. No, I can't. I have no right to bring this up anymore. I have to come up with something else.
Yeah.
Something even less original.
Oh, shoot. I don't know what to do here. I mean,
I
he's
can't believe
good.
there are people that name their kids Wade. I hope you thick puppies listen to this conversation. How often does he tune into your streams, do you know? I feel like a lot of
Most
people tune into your
likely
streams.
never, but I don't know for sure.
We'll never know. I went to a baseball game a few months ago, and I went with a friend of mine, and he the following day tested positive for COVID. So I was certain I had it, but I never had any symptoms. So I was like, do I isolate or not? I decided not to, and I don't think I ever got it.
You can win my queen. Is that okay?
It
Actually,
is.
hold rook. Hold rook also, because rook would
Yes,
be
sir.
okay. It's fine now. Actually, can you sit? No, never mind. Never mind. It's fine now.
Just come and go. I'll move
No,
whenever you
you
want.
can go. I'll fine.
You sure?
Yep.
Mm. Bishop is good. Yeah, I sit for your safety.
Yep.
Bishop mates. Bishop plus pod mate.
Okay.
Bishop probably mates. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna sit.
Oh, I shouldn't have moved there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine. Bishop f3. Oh, okay. Okay.
So pawn mates for you, I guess.
Just sit. Just sit when he goes. Actually, wait, I'm gonna give a queen. Just sit.
I sit.
Okay, let me think. Where's my
I
name?
made it in one, so I can't go.
That's good. Force in my hand.
Just queen takes rook, I guess. Okay. You have 4 seconds.
Where's my mate?
Go to Trenton, New Jersey. My buddy has a squad house. A human with head of a dog. Yeah, when I got COVID, luckily I had the newer version that's more contagious but less annoying.
Omicron?
Yeah, I think like it was only in my throat. I didn't really have anything in my lungs.
How long did it last for?
Um, it lasted about less than a week. I mean, maybe like 5 days, something like that.
Okay.
As far as bad symptoms, but I mean, basically, I coughed a lot. I had indigestion. Um, like whenever I ate food, I felt like I felt really bad. So I that like the main problem with the COVID for me was that uh, like I eating felt so bad that I just didn't eat for a few days, which is not recommended.
Yeah, you seem like the guy who likes to go on extreme ventures to your body, like 95 hours without sleeping.
That's always by accident.
That's not by accident. You can't not sleep for 95 hours by accident.
Do you have mate there or? Oh,
I mean,
nice. Okay.
why not? I had it pre-moved, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
Nice.
it was
Nice.
made though, but I had a bunch of things pre-moved. Stuff's good.
Okay.
Some dags. Actually, no night if you can. Yeah, just no night. Everything else is fine.
Okay.
Oh, you have mate, yeah?
Ah, I might need another rook.
Okay.
Should I go or should I sit for it?
Should I sit or should I go? Let's see what he does.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Can I give a knight or I still can't give a
Yeah,
knight?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just
Uh,
need some food.
uh, we're not up that much. You can give stuff if you need to.
Yeah, but what and how?
Great question. Maybe queen b5, queen e3. I mean queen e2.
Just trade off queens, lose my knight and lose the attack. Okay.
Oh, and never mind. I mean, I guess you could knight check. This is an intermezzo. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sit.
Oh,
I
my
was going
bad.
to give you a rook. I could still give it to you. Okay, yeah, yeah. Just keep going until you're not in check.
Okay, can I give this queen?
Wait,
Or,
wait,
or
wait. Just
should I wait for the rook? I can wait for the
you should
rook.
wait for the rook. Yeah,
Okay. Can I give another rook, or would that hurt you
yeah,
there?
it's fine. But just oh, you're just going to give it right now. Okay. I mean,
Oh,
sure.
I should have waited. My bad. Oh, you take that. Yep. Right.
I
Good
don't know
job.
who's,
Nice
but he
speed.
just gave me. He just sacked his queen.
Yep, that's helpful.
It's like he knew death was coming. Interesting.
It's like a knight possible.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just want to get the queen off this file. It's been hassling me and it's opening before.
No worries. No worries, Chucky. Chucky! Chucky, you haven't played a single Blitz game on chess.com.
Nope.
Is that ever going to change? Didn't you tell me at some point that you were thinking about playing over the board tournaments?
Maybe someday. But yeah, it's funny on chess.com. I'm actually not able to um uh, I'm not able to comment on Chess TV. Like the Chess TV chat, it says you are currently unable to comment with this account. And
Why?
the reason for that is that oh shoot. No, I guess that's fine. Is that you have to have like a certain number of normal chess games to be able to comment, and they don't count bughouse games.
9 minutes.
Okay. I am forking a knight.
Knight's coming next move. He can't even. I mean, he can give you just a bunch of dumb checks, but like, kind of.
Yep.
That's hilarious. So you are on Chess TV, and yet you cannot.
Right.
Can you read the chat or no?
Yeah, I can read the chat. I just.
But you don't even. You wouldn't chat.
You
there
do have a knight, by the way.
Thank you. You wouldn't chat there even if you could.
No, well, occasionally it's useful, like to be able to like people will like ask questions, and I'll want to like post a link. Like they'll be like, "Where do I learn more about Bughouse?" Or I don't know, something like that, and it would be useful to be able to post there.
Yeah. Have you reached out? Oh, well, I mean, there's a simple solution to it. I was going to say, you can reach out to Chess.
Yeah, they tend to tell me the simple solution, but
No, but it makes sense, right? They want to avoid bots and stuff.
and it's, by the way, it's the same thing with the verified thing. Like they're selling like the little check mark on on chess.com, which like even title players have to pay for it, and it costs like $20 for the first year. I can't get that because you need to play chess games to get that.
No, wait, but why don't they just give them to other partnered people like streamers?
I mean, it would make sense, but that's not what they do.
So, can you tell me what the value of the check mark is?
I mean, in theory, it lets you if you want to, you can only play other people with the check mark, which makes it easier to avoid like cheaters. And there's going to be certain tournaments that you can only play in with the check mark, so it's like a benefit that they're giving you, basically.
Okay. This is +0.
Oh, it's +0 now? Okay, my bad. I won't rematch again.
No, it's fine. Let's just call this last. I don't think we're going to get ops. And I'm a little tired. It's 2:00 in the morning.
Okay, knight is good, by the way.
This again, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, comes. Or he's sitting. I think he's sitting.
Okay, I'll find something else to do. Let's see.
You got a knight, by the way.
Yeah, no, I see. I guess I'll use it. Your many fans are saying plotkin don't leave.
My many fans. Let's see, how many of them? One. I think you and I have a different definition of the word many.
No, but that there are other fans. It's just
you have
aren't as vocal.
People, you have 430 viewers, and only one wants to want me to just stay around. So it's kind of hard to imagine that.
Is the queen trade good or bad?
It's good.
Okay.
I don't think he wants a queen trade though. Your opponent. Yeah, for that exact reason. That classic Chuck move. You know he's going for that fork every day.
Yeah, 3 pieces. We take those.
We take those, baby. What do you do, baby? I'm going to give my queen. I hope that's okay.
Sure.
I don't know why I gave it. Chuck, when was the last time you streamed chess?
Chess? I never streamed chess.
What?
I mean, I've streamed Bughouse. The better question would be the last time I streamed Crazy House, which was...
Oh, that was back in the other side days,
before I signed my contract with chess.com. I used to stream Crazy House.
On a different website, right?
On a different website, yeah.
Can you name it, or are you not allowed to?
No, I can name it on Lee Chess.
You have committed blasphemy. Blasphemy, Chuck.
Jacksman is saying the name is misleading. He's not very little. But how old were you when you had made the
When
handle
I first
Little
created a Little
Plotkin?
Plotkin account, so obviously I created a Little Plotkin on chess.com in 2011, so I was 12. And then I created a Little Plotkin on Lead Chess in 2016. I was 18. So obviously I got older, but I first created
Did
it when I
you
was
did you have your
back in
account on
ICC.
chess.com before your account on the free internet chess server?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I think it was just about the same time, actually. I barely played on either one in the beginning. I was mainly playing on ICC. And I think my first time I got an ICC account was like 2008, 2009.
Was
I
it
was
Little
a small,
Plotkin there too, or was it something different?
yeah, exactly. That's why I'm a little plucky now, because back then I was like, 3'1" and I could
Wait,
barely
so how old were you when you made the ICC?
I was 8 or 9 years old, and I was bad. I was really
I mean,
bad. I
nowadays
think,
with these stupid internet regulations, they don't even want you to make an account if you're under like 13, like most
yeah, I hear
sites.
that's like the American rules. Yeah, yeah. But like it was under my dad, like my back on IC, you have to pay for it. So my
Yeah.
dad paid under, so it's under his name. So theoretically, they would never know because my dad registered under his own name.
Grandma plays. Is the right board getting a bit pixelated? Yeah. So my view, the right board is like half the size of the left board, but I capture the two boards separately so that they can be the same size when you guys look at it. So that's why that's happening. Anyway, Plotkin,
Always a
so
pleasure. Thank you
always a
for having
pleasure.
me.
I think I'm gonna end here too. So let's find someone to raid. You have any
Have a good night,
suggestions,
Chuck.
Plotkin?
Well, do you have any? Oh, I don't know. Chess. I don't know who else is streaming on Chess Bay, maybe the Chess Bay or Jury in the House. I actually like Jury in the House. He seemed like a nice guy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll raid during house then.
Jury in the House. This
Yep. Yeah,
here.
I see you.
Okay, okay. All right. Have a good night, Chuck.
Have a great night. Bye, Plotkin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So we're gonna send you guys to Jur in the house. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you very much to Plotkin for partnering me. For those of you who are not aware, Little Plotkin also streams. He doesn't stream very often, honestly, but he's a super entertaining guy. So you should definitely drop Plotkin a follow. Um, Honestly, he streams maybe like once a month, and generally what he'll do is he'll play chess. Generally, he'll play Bullet or Blitz, and he'll chase ratings of like 2,800 or like 3,000, and he's very entertaining to watch. He just tells stories the whole time, and he'll start off with openings that look like dead lost, and he'll be playing against like title players, and then somehow he'll get winning positions most of the time. So definitely drop Block and follow. I stream pretty much entirely Bughouse, which is this variant right here. So drop me a follow if you want to see more Bughouse in the future. And we're going to send you to Jur in the house, who is another chess streamer. So check him out. Let him know where he came from. Drop him a follow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing another Bughouse stream. Bye, everyone.